Hour 74 degrees with clear skies outside. It is time now for a community spotlight, and today's community spotlight is with Crystal Beebe from Main Street, Elberton, and we are sponsored right now by Farm Bureau, keeping us in the spotlight. Thank you, Georgia Farm Bureau, as they are a part of the farmers market today. So that's pretty cool too.
Yes,
so.
Speaking of Farm Bureau, head on up to the farmers market on the square. I had an awesome homemade biscuit and strawberry jam from there this morning. Yes,
that is awesome.
Yes, thank you, Devin. She stopped in before all of us and picked it
Grabbed
up.
up.
So yeah, Brandon up on the square, he's got some homemade biscuits, and that was so good.
But
yeah,
you serious?
Yes,
Oh
there's
my
all
gosh.
kinds of goodies up there. Look, I'm telling you, it's so good. But every week we've ended up with a buttermilk pie or chocolate pound cake, or chicken
So is
salad,
somebody-
you name it, we've got it.
Is somebody serving breakfast up there?
Brandon, he's been having just homemade biscuits up there.
Just homemade biscuits.
Homemade biscuits up there.
No sausage, just
not
the biscuits.
not yet, but
Can we
there's
give them
no,
a permit?
there's no
Can
chilling.
we do whatever we got to
Yeah,
do
there's-
to make that happen?
Honey, them biscuits was good this morning.
That's what I'm saying. That'd be so awesome to just ride by there on your way to work and.
But yeah,
get
he
you a
had
biscuit.
some up there, and I mean they've got all your jams and jellies and preserves and all that kind of stuff. So you grab you a jar of them with
Crystal,
a homemade
you
biscuit.
give me an idea for next year. What if they had a food truck for breakfast? I'm
farmer's-
serious. I was so interested at one time in a food truck just for a breakfast thing, But I would so be like there if it happened. I would be like right there.
Oh
So,
yeah. So all kinds of goodies. Like I said,
yeah.
Wednesday mornings, you better get up there and get it there quick.
That's it. So,
So-
well, look, farmers market, they do have some fresh vegetables. I know
Mm-hmm.
we're end of garden season, so it's limited. But I know there's garden things, fresh canned good, or I say fresh, but canned goods for pies and all kinds of stuff.
Your jams, your jellies, your pies, your cakes. Like I said, the homemade biscuits, fresh flowers. Let's see what else. Crafts, wreaths, fall wreaths for your door. All kinds of stuff. There was some fresh okra that was up there earlier. But yeah, your peppers, and like I said, you've got all of your awesome canned goods with your jams, your jellies, your chow chows, your whole 9 yards. So you just have to stop in because it varies from week to week. I do know if you will follow the Elberton Farmers Market on Facebook, there's a group that you can join. It kind of give you a heads up. We try to share. If you're not following Main Street, please do. We try to share what's going to be coming up, what's there. I know Brandon does chicken salad, pasta salads, and all that kind of good stuff, and pimento cheese.
Yeah.
And they've been selling out just as quick as things get started. So they've actually been doing pre-orders
That's
on those
awesome.
so that you can pre-order it, and that way he'll have it the next morning.
I think this is awesome because in the future, I really see this thing growing now.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, those guys have done just an absolute wonderful, wonderful job. And I have loved being on the back end part of it and
You've been on the
seeing it take.
front end part. I'm sorry. Yeah,
It's like I tell those guys, they are awesome.
I've known you a while now, and Crystal, you've been on the front end, and I don't want you to say that because
I love telling them because it is, and I've told them before, like when we've tried to do a farmer's market or have a farmer's market, and I know the farmer's market has been going on for years, and Miss Jean, I think she's been going up to the square for like 15 years, and so you're liable to show up and there be one or there be a couple, that kind of thing. But it's like I shared with the guys when they were really starting it and pushing it is, we can put out there in the community, do you want to have a farmer's market? Do you want to participate in a farmer's market? And you get all this response, oh yeah, we would love it, da 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 da. But there's like never what I like to call like boots to the ground.
yes,
That kind of thing. And a lot of that, and I am just open and honest about it. That is not my world.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that, I'm not saying, oh, well, farming, that kind. No, it's not my world. I mean, I tell you all the time, I have chickens and I have eggs, but that's about as far as it goes. I mean, so.
You can buy those on the swap and shop as well. Yes.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's as far as my expertise goes. We have them little home gardens, and now I'm not going to lie, what is it? Is it the FFA over here at the high school when they do their plant sale?
Yeah.
Now, look, I will tell y'all, 2020, when they had to get rid of their plants and everything really quick, now, Sean Bean UPS man done bought up a bunch of plants that was left outside. Now, I prided myself. I thought I was a farmer in 2020 because, I had a lot of time and we planted, I think, every kind of peppers that the high school sold. I had peppers coming out of my ears.
My gosh.
I took part in that. But it's like I told the guys, it's their world.
Yeah.
They know exactly who to reach out to that's growing this or that has that or that's selling this. And they are wonderful about it. Because they know who to call. They know who to say, hey, I know you have such and such. Would you like to come up to the square? That kind of thing. And so that has helped tremendously with them knowing who to call on. Just that circuit of local farmers, friends that are growing things. I know there's some up there that they have friends that they may be growing, producing, canning, whatever, and those friends can't make it, so the guys that are up there are bringing it for them and selling it for them. So it's like they're building that community around the farmers market, and it is just so awesome to see because you go by and you see all the life on the square, and it's become even like a social gathering.
Yeah.
For people to be able to go up and talk.
Other.
Yes.
I figured that when I was talking to somebody else the other day because they were excited for the other people that brought stuff.
Yes.
So this is somebody else, and they're saying, well, they brought, and they started naming it, and I was like, well, that's pretty cool that you're excited for the other person. So
yes, and so it's this whole little family thing, and like some of the guys that are up there, like I had bought some fresh sunflowers week before last. Beautiful. But like those guys, they don't grow them, but they have a neighbor on the way that does. So they stopped and checked with them to see if they minded if they cut some and brought them up to the farmer's market. So it's that whole little community thing.
I love that.
It is awesome. You know how I love the small town feel.
Do you know, and I hadn't talked to Mandy or Farm Bureau yet, but do you know about the Saturday? Would that become reality next year, or do you know?
I think what we're looking at when I spoke with Miss Mandy, and she is just being a tremendous part of this, and Farm Bureau is looking, to hopefully next year have a Wednesday and a Saturday. And what you're looking at is like in the summertime with Wednesdays, it's a lot easier kind of for everybody because you're not having to take kids to school, that kind of thing. Yeah. So that's kind of a little easier. But still looking at on Wednesday, you have that social aspect of it on Wednesday mornings. Yeah. That's kind of like your I don't want to say.
Well, see, I know they did
maybe
try
generational for Wednesday mornings.
Yeah.
You kind of have the social group, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But like your generation with the kids that you're trying to get to daycare and trying to get to school and all this kind of stuff, they don't really have a chance to run through on Wednesday mornings. So kind of looking at next year, that Saturday morning, being able.
Well, see, I think that would be all. I know they did try Saturdays at one time. Was it you or who did it at First Methodist? Do you remember that?
Last year, that was when Leslie and I, we met. We got all, try to get all the information about all the.
But I think it's got momentum now. Momentum to do it.
Yes,
so. And I know we're talking about what could be, but still, hopefully next year.
Yeah, it's just awesome that it has grew as much as it has just in the past 4 weeks.
Speaking of something that's grown, I'm segue here. One thing that started several years ago was First Friday concerts.
Yes.
First Fridays to me have grown, and we were so excited to get back going because we had a little break in 2020, and so excited. But now, First Fridays ends on the last one that we did.
It does. We started First Fridays 2019.
But we are the Granite City, and we rock. And you have one more concert in you.
I have one more concert, yes.
We need everybody to come to this Saturday. It's after the Georgia game.
It's Saturday. It is after the Georgia game. It is on the downtown square. It is free, and it will be from 7 to 10. And we will have SOS on the square. Something once sacred. I'm super excited. We got the information out there on Facebook, and it'll be in the Elberton Star. And it's so funny because I know two of the guys that are in the band, and one, the drummer, we have known for years.
Yeah.
Awesome guy. His mom's a retired principal, and actually, I think Miss Adams is actually.
Is she a principal?
Well, no, she retired, but if I'm not mistaken, I think this woman actually went back into teaching again.
lot
I'm not
of
sure.
people do
I'll
that.
have to check with Rusty.
Yeah.
And then David,
Yes,
of
David
course,
List.
his wife is she's a teacher at Hart County. Great group of guys, but it's just kind of funny because I said all that. I got to go around Aunt Lulu's Tater Patch to get back to what I'm actually talking about. But anyway,
That's the way I am too.
so I posted a picture, and it's so funny how, you preach all these years, don't judge a book by its cover.
Yes.
Don't judge a book by its cover. So the picture that I used, I used it intentionally because Dougie, the drummer, Rusty, the drummer in the band, he can grow and form the absolute best mohawk that you will ever see.
We'll see if I can look up
I'm
there.
talking about this.
Yeah.
This mohawk is awesome. And so I chose that picture, and it's so funny because we have people that are, oh my gosh, it's heavy metal.
Is that what? No, let's say this for people but look, there's something for everybody throughout the summer. This
Yes.
is going to be a little different than normal.
It is a lot of 90s
Yeah.
cover music,
Yeah.
alternative rock, that kind of thing. But please do not judge a book by its cover and let, Ducky's mohawk scare you away, that it may be too heavy.
Too
heavy.
heavy.
For you, because it is not. These guys are awesome. It is a little bit of everything, just from their own music to your 90s cover music. If you love your Guns N' Roses, your Metallica, your Rage Against the Machine, all of that, because I am not going to lie right now. My absolute favorite that they will play will be Rage Against the Machine. It will be Bulls on Parade.
That's what you like.
Yes.
Hey, tell me
Yes.
this. What time does the show start? What time is
It
the
starts
concert?
at 7.
At 7.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have something at the theater, too, at 7. So 2 events at 7. I love downtown right now. I mean, used to we could only have one thing. Now we have stuff.
Yeah, something for everybody.
Yeah, we have
Look,
stuff going on,
if you have your significant other and
Yeah.
they may like this music and you don't, okay, you
Do
can
you
head down
bring-
to the theater.
Do you bring a lawn chair or do you come to Mosh Pit?
Look, we can do a little bit of both.
Yeah.
No, I mean, because we have that's what I love about it, because we have people that show up, they have their lawn chairs, their blankets, and then we have the big area that people will be dancing and
Yeah.
having fun. And I have enjoyed that so much this year, because with the first Fridays, I'm not going to lie, you plan all of this stuff, you can advertise it, you can put it out there. And still, it is going to be hit or miss
That's right.
as to
Well,
what
see,
it
and
is.
I want to
And-
dance. I want to dance, but my son, if he's with me, my baby, which is 6'2", he's not my baby, but he's my baby. But he wouldn't let me dance at Kevin Long's 50th birthday party because I was wanting to get down. But here, I'm in the mosh pit,
Oh
baby.
yeah, no,
I'm in the
you've
mosh
got to
pit.
dance. You have got to dance. And one of the good things about this, and I will say this about this band, is they have played a couple of times at the brewery in Hartwell.
Yeah.
I have caught them both times. And so for everyone that is listening, all of you EC people that I see in Hartwell a lot at the brewery when this band is playing, I'm
Yeah.
expecting to see you Saturday night on the square.
Holler. There you go. Bring it on
Yes,
out.
I'm expecting to see you Saturday
Well, look,
night on the
we're
square.
liable to get Elbert County, Hart County, Athens.
Yes.
I figure a good little crowd from Athens will
Yeah,
show
because
up.
they have a good
And
following.
people may be surprised at how many people will be on the square rocking.
And we're really excited about it because, like I said, one of the band members, of course, his wife is my daughter's teacher.
Yes.
And so the students and stuff, they get
They
to
get
hear
into it, too.
they get to hear a lot
Isn't it cool
about
to have a teacher that plays that kind of music?
Well, yes.
I had it with Joe Gleivel because Joe Gleivel was a rock and roller, and but it's really cool to have your teacher play in a band.
Yeah, and so these students, they've got to hear, their teacher talk about, her husband's band, or, they've caught wind of it, that kind of thing. And so a lot of them are coming.
Yeah.
So that way they get to actually, experience it. They get to hear it, And if I'm not mistaken, now you actually have a close connection to the band also, because I'm pretty sure you actually taught a couple of these fellas music.
There's probably history there. There's history there, but they're on their own now. They're always. But
how cool is that to know that they walked out of your store, and as a matter of fact, one of them actually, that's what he told me. He was like, this is so cool. He was like, cause he could remember coming out of your music store and thinking how cool it would be to play.
Yeah, right there.
And so,
I'll tell you, the music store for me, 26 years, and that's a lot of time. I have seen so many people like do so many cool things. There's like 100 people throughout the store in Nashville right now, full time, that were in my store. Whether they're from Hartwell, Hull, Jesse Triplett from Hull played with Jana Kramer on the road, country artist, and now he's lead guitar for Collective Soul. Jesse Triplett.
That is so awesome.
And Sean Bennett, who taught, a lot of people may have had him as a teacher. He now he traveled the road. He now owns 17 like stage shows that are out on the road. Gosh, I mean, like.
And see, you had a hand in all of that.
Well, a little bit. I'm behind the scenes.
Still.
I'm at the back of the bus. Yeah. So,
but you had a hand in it. So how cool is that?
For me, though, it was neat to be a part of it. It's been a neat to be a part of church musicians, and I was so rewarded in my time on the square in downtown Elberton. That's why I love the farmers market. I love what they're doing across the street. I love Lanier's vision for the hotel that happened and became reality.
Speaking of the hotel, cute
yes.
little story behind that. As I was telling you, I was on the way to work one day last week, and I was listening to B93.7, which of course is a radio station out of Greenville.
Yeah.
And they were talking about hotels. They always do like these crazy little segments talking about different things, and they were talking about the most common things stolen from hotels.
Yeah.
And so they're going down the list. Well, I don't know if anybody listens to them, and I'm sure they probably do since it's the local channel, is Cato Keller that is on there.
Yeah.
And we've met these guys a couple of times at like the fairs and stuff like that. And I've been listening to Hog and Tom since I was 16. But Cato was talking about, he says, one of the things they named was pillows get stolen from hotels. And Cato Keller, he said, I was out of town last weekend and spent the night at the Samuel Elbert in Elberton. He says, and I tell you what, he said, I almost stole a pillow because it was like sleeping on heaven. I was like,
wow.
What the hell neat was that?
Wow.
I mean, he was talking about thieving from our hotel, but you know, they came and stayed downtown.
I stayed there one time at the Samuel Albert Hotel. I want to go back now just to try the pillow.
I know, right?
How did you get a deal? Can I get a deal? Are we live on radio? I shouldn't do that.
I know. Yeah. Hey, you may want to get a room for Saturday night.
You know what? I should.
Yes.
You know what? I'm going to go by there today.
I mean, seriously. I mean, just a thought, an idea of throwing it out there. You know, you're going to watch the Georgia game Saturday. Yeah. You come down. You
Chill
catch SOS. Grab you a room at the Samuel Albert. You can get up in the morning and eat breakfast.
I'm going to go by there today and check it out. So. Cool.
But so we're super excited. We want everybody to come
out to SOS. That's Saturday at 7. It's going to be a great time. Come on out. This is going to be different, but you're going to love it. If you want a mosh pit kind of band, this is your band.
Yeah, you've got your 90s alternative rock, that kind of thing. Like I said, if you love,
and they're talented musicians, very talented.
Yes, very entertaining. Yeah. I mean, it's going to be a lot of fun.
And
I'm really excited.
One thing about this band, they're going to bring it. They're going to bring the music, but they're going to bring it. I mean, like
just the energy,
like
when we had Lara in August.
Yes,
that energy was like.
Yes.
You know, we've talked about this before since we had her. You know, she was just absolutely awesome. Just
she's
that
a talent.
Energy.
Man,
yes, and the energy with her and the mixture of her music, that kind of thing. So yeah, SOS is coming in. It's just going to be the high energy, just a lot of fun. So yeah, we want everybody to come out and give it a try. I know everybody's thinking I have some of my my usuals that are out for all the first Fridays, and yes, all of our bands have been absolutely wonderful. Big Teach, that's got some of my most favorite people in it.
They're good too.
Second Time Around, same thing. Yes, we love doing a lot of your Southern rock, your country, your oldies, your beach music, that kind of thing. But I tried to do it this year to where we've got a little something for everybody, and so we're closing it out with something a little different than what we've had before.
That is this Saturday, SOS. So don't forget about it. I know we've got Pick'em Show coming up that I've got to prepare for at 10:00. So I hadn't prepared for them yet. So I just noticed the time. And boy, this Wednesday is flying by. But look, Farmers Market is right now. So folks, Farmers Market's now. SOS is this Saturday. Anything else?
Let's see, honey, it is September, so yeah, things are rolling.
Look, the Fall Festival, November, and Christmas. I love fall. Once the Fall Festival hits, the rest of the year to me is just glorious. I love November.
This is when all those Hallmark activities start hitting. Yes. The downtown Halloween.
Don't tell anybody, but I actually love watching those Hallmark movies, but I do not want anybody to know. That's
We're just gonna keep it secret, just between you.
Yeah,
yeah.
I
we're just
already
keeping it
know
between
the
us.
synopsis of each movie, but I still, I'll sit there and watch it. And so, but I
Yeah,
don't want
you know,
nobody
it's
to know.
those Christmas love
Wait a minute, did I just say
stories.
that live?
Santa's coming to town.
They bumped into each other, and she dropped something, and he went down to pick it up.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
their eyes
He
met.
knocked all the gifts out of her
Yeah.
hands on the sidewalk. Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. Let me get those for
But then,
you.
then there's a problem. They can't be together. So then,
Yes, yes, yes.
and then the end of the movie, all's good.
Life. It's just like life, right?
It
just like
is.
life.
It
yeah.
is.
Yeah, that's how it always works out.
I need a fairy tale myself. Anyway,
it's how it all
yeah.
works out. It's that Christmas miracle.
But look, the downtown square is a miracle. I love our downtown square. Y'all come out Saturday for this great concert, and it's going to be awesome. And then look forward to everything. Crystal will be back. Fall Festival is on its way.
And let's
so-
just go ahead and say this. When you come out Saturday afternoon for SOS, you're going to have watched that Georgia game. You're going to be in your red and black. Keep it on. Come down. Because,
Yes.
we're going to celebrate Georgia winning their game
That's
Saturday.
right.
We're just going to go ahead
Holla.
and speak it. We're going
Yes,
to speak it.
that's right.
And so come downtown and celebrate it.
That's it.
You know, so, yeah,
So just
have a big
wear
party.
wear your attire and
Yes,
come on
big
down.
Georgia party with SOS on the
Look,
square.
We're going to have a great time. So, well, Crystal, it is awesome to see you. I can't wait till you come back because October, there's so many events we hadn't even talked about because Halloween's coming up. Then we got Thanksgiving, then Christmas, and it is going to be a huge next few months. So we'll call it Crystal's Community Spotlight from here forward.
Whew, I don't know about that, but yeah.
Look, but SOS is coming up. So it is this
And don't
Saturday.
forget the farmer's market. Hit them up before everything gets gone today.
Awesome. Well, I got to get prepared as Stuart York
Thank
and
you.
them come in. Not live on the air, folks, but they come in. We meet on Wednesdays at 10. So I have to prepare for that meeting and get ready. Crystal, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Y'all stay tuned. We got more great country favorites, and it's all coming up. Right now, it's Saturday night, and this just happened to be in the queue. Here's Brad Paisley, American Saturday Night. Holla. What? Thank you, Crystal BB.
Thank you.
Thank you, Georgia Farm Bureau. Y'all head over to the farmer's market. Holla!